just the man to introduce these new exciting cameras, and he is Mr. Muhammad Saiful, Product Specialist of Digital Imaging. Please come on stage to share more about these Sony cameras.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. My name is Saiful. I'm a camera specialist for Sony Malaysia. And so recently we launched a new camera, RX100M5, A6500 and also A-mount A99 Mark II. Okay, so let me start with RX100M5 first. This camera is very small, compact, yet it's very powerful. Instead, it's in my pocket. It's very small. However, even though the size is very small and compact, inside of this camera, big. It's very interesting camera with a very amazing autofocus system. Very good improvement compared to previous model. So here's the features of this camera. This camera is the world's fastest autofocus, which is at 0.05 seconds. It has 379 autofocus points. Still, it is the world's highest autofocus point for a compact camera. It can shoot 24 frames per second. 24. Yeah? And it's the world's fastest continuous shooting for a compact camera. It doesn't excel in photography. This camera also performs very well in videography. It can shoot 4Ks, it can do super slow motion with this camera. Like I told you earlier, 315 points with 0.05 seconds. A6300 capability, we put it here. Alright? Small, compact, but trust me, the focusing of this camera is amazing. Right? Later we're going to have touch and try. You're going to feel this camera looks like a mirrorless already. Right? It uses still the same 1-inch sensor size. This camera have the same technology as the A99 Mark II and also the A6500, which is, we call it the front end LSI. It processes faster compared to the previous model. This video, as you can see, the camera track very well and very smooth. Right? On the other video, you can see that is a conventional compact camera using a contrast detection autofocus. But the new one, this one uses the hybrid phase detection. It's very smooth and very fast. And have all those points to track the subjects. I told you earlier, this camera can shoot 24 frames per second. Yeah, 24 frames. Approximately around maybe 6.3 seconds continuously. Okay. So this is just a video. So as you can see, this camera, this is our conventional camera. The next one, this is 24 frames per second. Right? And it's very smooth, tracking the subjects. Yeah? I told you earlier, even though this camera very good in photography, track very nice, focus very fast, create a very amazing image quality. In terms of videography, this camera never fail. Okay? It can shoot 4K, it can track the subjects, and it has what we call tracking system. If you want to have very smooth, like cinematic fields focusing, you can do it. If you want to shoot sports, fast action, you can make it faster. Okay? Super slow motion. This camera still have the same like RX100 Mark IV. Super slow motion up to 1000 frames per second. Yeah? And also 500 frames per second. The best thing, the improvement compared to the previous model is that this camera can shoot longer because of the front end LSI. So let's see some videos of slow motion. small, compact camera. You don't need this big, chunky camera, and it's very, very stable somehow. If you're thinking of accessorize your camera, right? So we come up with a new soft carrying case. It makes your camera looks more fashion. Okay. Right. So let me proceed to the next camera. Right. The one that I've been waiting for so long, 4 years. Right. We first start with the A99. It's the first full frame translucent mirror for A99. And now we're coming out with the new replacement model for the A99, which is the Mark II versions. So here is the feature of this camera. As you can see, this camera is unique. Why? Because it has 79 plus 399. So it's a 7R Mark II and the translucent technology is combined together. It has 2 face detection autofocus system with this one. The dedicated translucent plus the focal plane of the A7R Mark II. It can shoot 12 frames per second and in 42.4 megapixels. Okay, it has the first A mount to get 5-axis image stabilization. Alright, and then it can perform videos very, very well in 4K capability. And also the design, the new design, it makes it compact yet very, very tough. Alright, as you can see here, on the last end over there that is the translucent autofocus point. At the center, that is the A7R Mark II focal plane autofocus point. And then we have it all together. Alright, this camera performs very, very well in focusing. Even though you just put your fingers on the shutter, this camera will focus already. Alright, and then when you press it, the camera will pump, 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 non-stop, focusing the subjects. Alright, and it have a new features, 8 frames per second for live view mode. You have the blackout if you prefer that one, or you can choose 12 frames per second which don't have the blackout. Alright, and the best thing about this camera is that it can shoot 42.4 megapixels in 12 frames per second. 42.4 megapixels. Alright, and you can do it in uncompressed RAW if you think that you can handle 83 megabyte per image. It's very huge, and this camera capable to do it. Alright, and one of the best interesting feature about this camera is anti-flicker. If you shoot in indoor, you have a not very good lighting. You turn on these features, you don't get the flicker. Your white balance will be like perfectly. Okay? So like I told you earlier, this camera uses the same sensor as A7R Mark II with the reverse technology, where the performance, the image quality is almost the same with the A7R Mark II. And the front end LSI, which these are the one that helps to give you 12 frames per second in 42.4 megapixels. This is the first time Sony coming out with the A mount 5-axis. Last time you don't get the 5-axis for A mount. This is the first time, right? It can go up to 4.5 stop, right? And for 4K capability, this camera having no problem at all, right? 30 minutes, and then you have those professional like video features like S-Log, S-Cammon, and then you want to have a clip, and then you have a timer, so you can have it on this camera. So the body design is smaller. Basically, it has the same size as the A77 Mark II. You even can use battery grip of A77 Mark II, you put it on the A99 Mark II. It's the same. Right? Its performance is the same. And the camera is dust and moisture resistant and is made of magnesium alloy. Right, the last one. This is our hero model A6500. This camera is a very, very interesting camera. It has a very interesting features. Right, so there's a list of 6 here. It's a world faster autofocus 0.05 seconds. Right, with 435 points. It has 5-axis image stabilization, have a touch screen, 24 megapixels for 4K video recording, for any video recording also, this camera will not disappoint you. 11 frames per second, 8 frames per second, and the last one, huge buffer, very, very huge. Right? You can shoot almost 30 seconds non-stop, 11 frames per second. for 30 seconds. Okay, that's the best part of this camera. So this is in details, how much you will get, right? If you shoot RAW and JPEG or RAW, basically you can get around 100 image. Okay, and if you use standards and then fine and extra fine, of course, it will the buffer number will get bigger and bigger and bigger. Alright, so let's see the tracking of this camera. I record the screen of this camera and then I shoot the subjects. Alright, and then you can see how good this camera focus the subjects. You can see the numbers on top left over there. Right? So you can see this camera, if you are really into actions, this is the best. If the buffer rate is amazing, you can shoot in RAW. Most of the photo that I shoot, all of the video that I shoot in RAW. You can shoot about 100 images. Alright? Right. 5 axis. Okay? So this is the first time for APS-C sensor mirrorless get 5 axis image stabilization. The first time. Right? And it's performed very, very good because the sensor is now smaller in compared to full frame. It get 5 stop compared to full frame, which is 4.5. Okay, so you can enjoy either you shoot videos or photos. Touch screen, right? This is an additional feature we put on the 6500, where you can change the autofocus point with this camera just by a simple touch. Right? You can change even though while you are using the viewfinder. The screen is turned off, but it still activates the touch screen, which you can change, even though you are still in the viewfinder mode. Alright, so the next one, the front end LSI. Thanks to this technology, this camera have a very, very good buffer. Right? You can shoot a very, very long time, up to 24 seconds, 200 over of images. Okay, and for videography, so you can enjoy 5 axis with this camera, right? And you use a Super 35mm format, which is format that is well known for most of cinematography video camera currently. Okay, so oversample technology used by this camera is amazing. Where basically when you shoot videos, the camera collecting data is the same with 6K technology, but it will convert into 4K. So the benefit of this one is that you will not get what we call heavy croppings. You still get very, very wide. Right? Most of DSLR, they do croppings because they only require 8 megapixels. Sony, we don't use that, so that makes this camera very, very good for video recording. So one of the most interesting features in videography of this camera is S and Q. Okay, slow and quick. Alright, it's very amazing, very interesting features. So what is these features? These features where you can shoot, for example, like time lapse 1 frame per second or slow motion 100 frames per second. So I have a simple video to show to you guys. So I don't need to take photos and then convert it into use a special software to make it a video slowly, because when you shoot it is automatically fast motion or slow motion. You play back from your camera, it's become slow motion or fast motion directly from the camera. No need to use additional software to get time-lapse features. Okay. In terms of videography, this camera excels. This camera is very, very good. It has most of the professional videographer requirements. You want to have S-Log3 with 14 stop dynamic range, S-Gamut with much more wider color range. You want to have maybe, like for example, XLR capability or photo capture, or you want to use external recorder using Shogun, for example. It can give you clean HDMI of this camera. Okay. Right. Apart from that, this camera, the new body basically almost the same, but the grip compared to 6300 now is much more better. It's also dust and moisture resistance. Shutter can go up to 200,000 maximum. Yeah. Right. One of the best thing about this camera is that you can use power bank while you are staying and using it. That means that you get it on and power bank charging the battery at the same times. Okay. Right. So basically that is all for my part. Right. Thank you very much for coming here. I really appreciate it.
Power bank.
Right. And yeah, I saw a lot of familiar faces and new faces. That's very interesting. New faces. Right. Welcome to Sony. Right. So that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.